live from my house. So we'll let a few people get in here. We'll kind of talk about the Scream series and how it has affected my life while we're waiting for some people to get in. Um, I absolutely love this franchise. Every single movie does something different, and I love it. I have the Ghostface action figure right over here. I have all 5 Scream movies back there on my little shelf. Well, except for the 4th one. I was kind of watching that the other day, so. I have a mask up there in my closet. Here, I'll go get it. I have the full costume right here. Um, I absolutely love this thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, and I'll show you all the voice changer that I have. Why can I not find it now? This is weird. I don't know why I can't find the voice modulator anymore. But I have like a little voice modulator that I use, and I love Ghostface so much. He's like my favorite one out of all of them. But you know what? Y'all can watch this later. I just have a lot of fun filming these videos live. But yeah, so we start off with a woman. She's at a bar waiting for a date, and he calls her and he's like, I don't know where I am, I'm lost. And so she leaves the bar that she's in to try and go help him find his way. Which is when he changes his voice to Ghostface. Which I love the reveal that, like, oh, this guy that she's talking to is Ghostface. Because, like, of course it is. But, like, I love the way that they showed that. And then also another thing that really, it kind of spooked me. Because I was in the theater and I didn't know that they were going to do this. Because I'm also a big fan of the Texas Chainsaw movies. And when he turns on the voice changer, you can hear it powering on, and it sounds like the little from the Texas Chainsaw movies, like at the beginning of the Texas Chainsaw movies. And I loved that. It kind of like spooked me at first, because I'm like, wait. I didn't know like what I was in for, and I was here for it completely. But something happens that never happens in these movies, and Ghostface takes off his mask right then. And it's this guy named Jason, I want to say. Yeah, Jason. And he had killed her just to lure Sam and Tara to the situation so he could kill them. Which I absolutely love that little motive. I wish that they could have like used that. But no, he goes back to his apartment. He's talking to his friend on the phone, and his friend is like talking as Ghostface, and he's like, dude, turn off the modulator, like turn it off. And Ghostface is in there, how about we play hot or cold? I love that. And then oh yeah, and then he's like walking toward the fridge, and Ghostface keeps on sitting there, warmer, you're on fire. Which I love that part, that little moment where he opens the fridge and his friend is all cut up in the fridge, and then Ghostface just attacks him, stabs the crap out of him, like his insides come out, which I love. That was very brutal. I love Ghostface in this one. So yeah, that's the cold open, and then you meet Tara and Sam, which they are now in college in New York City, and Sam is in a therapy appointment. So like, basically she talks about what happened with Richie and how she kind of enjoyed it, which freaks out her therapist, and her therapist has to inform the authorities about this because obviously she killed somebody and she felt right about it, and so Tara meanwhile, is at a party with Chad, Mindy, and then Mindy's new girlfriend. I think Annika is her name. I'm not completely sure. I love all the new characters in this movie because there's also a new character, Ethan. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. There's so Sam and Tara live together in an apartment off campus, and they have a roommate named Quinn, which I love the character of Quinn. I love her so much. But yeah, Quinn's dad is a police officer, a detective to be specific, and basically he's having to like interrogate Sam and like find out more about the murders and stuff, which I absolutely love. And Ghostface chases. So later on, so at the party, this guy tries to get Tara drunk and take advantage of her, which I love. Sam's reaction when she finds out. She tases him and his, anyways, so she gets Tara out of the party. They get into a little bit of an argument, and then, like, they all go back to the apartment. Tara and Chad are talking. They almost make out. Like, oh my gosh, there were so many times where they came so close to just making out, and I'm like, dude, oh, come on. And, because I love their characters. I wish that they had ended up together at the end of the 5th one, but they didn't. I was hoping that they would at the end of this one, and they did. I love these characters. I love their relationship. I love their little friendship before they even really had any feelings for each other. And so Quinn, Ethan, Chad, Mindy, Sam, Tara, and Annika are all gathered up. Well, Quinn's in the other room, and then the rest of the characters are all in the living room. And, like, they're all just kind of talking and laughing because Sam is seeing this new guy from across the street. Forgot Danny. That's his name, Danny. And so they're all talking about it. They're all kind of, like, laughing, giving Sam a hard time pretty much, which I love. And basically Ghostface shows up there. He kills Quinn. That's the key word there. She's Ghostface. She is one of the Ghostface reveals. And then he goes and he attacks the rest of them, kills Annika. And then, like, everybody's talking about who the suspects could be. And, like, nobody's suspecting Danny because he basically, from his apartment, he grabbed a little ladder and he threw it down so that they could climb over to his apartment and be safe. And that's how Annika died. She was trying to climb over, and Ghostface, like, threw the ladder off kilter, and she fell. Which, I absolutely love that kill because it is so brutal. I love it. And so, yeah, I love every second of this movie. It was amazing. The best 2 hours I've ever spent in a theater. But basically they're all sitting there at college. Mindy's talking about the rules of the sequel to the requel. And Ethan is, like, on the top of her suspect list, which Ethan is also another Ghostface. And then there's Detective Bailey, who is Quinn's dad, also ends up being Ghostface. And after seeing Quinn's dead body, he drops the case. He was never actually on it. And that's when Kirby Reed comes up. Kirby from the 4th movie, which I loved. I love it. I missed Kirby so much in Scream 5. And it's nice to have her back. It really is. And then Gail shows up out of nowhere. Sitting and, like, basically... So, Sam tries to punch her. She ducks. And then Tara just... Poof. I love that. I love that so much. And then they're getting in the car, and Tara says something about, like, is Sydney coming? And, of course, Neve Campbell refused to come back for the series, so Gail says, what did she say? Oh, yeah, Sydney sends her love. She took Mark and the kids and went into hiding. which I could not have scripted a better way for them to excuse the fact that Nev Campbell's out of the movie for a little bit. I love that. So all the characters get together and they go to this abandoned movie theater where there's a shrine to all of the ghost faces that came before, which I love. And then, like, basically they all decide to split up. Gail goes back home where her boyfriend is killed by Ghostface. She's attacked by Ghostface. And she's out of the movie, actually, for the second half of the movie. And they all decide to split up. Mindy and Ethan take the bus to meet the others because they're separated at the bus. Officer Bailey, I'm not sure where. I don't remember where he said he was going. Oh yeah, he had to go back to work, which you actually see him at work. So, like, right before Gail's attack, so you know that one's not him. That one actually was confirmed to be Quinn. And so Mindy is attacked on the bus, also revealed to be Quinn. And then everybody all, like, meets up. And Kirby is, like, trying to tell them don't trust Officer Bailey. Officer Bailey is telling them don't trust Kirby. And then Ghostface reveal. Officer Bailey takes out his gun. Bam! Bam! Shoots Kirby twice. I think in the chest. I'm not sure. And then the second, a Ghostface in a mask. Oh, yeah. And two masked Ghostfaces had attacked Tara and Chad. And, like, everybody, the audience thinks that Chad's dead at this point. And so he's not in the movie until, like, right at the end. He and Tara had their kiss, and then they got attacked. And so they have the whole killer reveal, which is the second Ghostface shows up and takes off the mask to reveal Ethan, which is not really his name. And then a third Ghostface reveal, and then a third Ghostface comes out of shadows and takes off the mask, and it's Quinn. Which I hated the fact that it was Quinn because, or not really the fact that it was Quinn, but the fact that they faked Quinn's death. Because that just messed me up a little bit, like how they did that. And they actually have a pretty good way of explaining it. Like, Officer Bailey says something about, yeah, I just had to make sure I was the first one on scene so I could swap out the body with a fake one and act devastated. Which is really cool. And then it turns out Officer Bailey, Quinn, and Ethan are all related. Officer Bailey is the father. Ethan's the younger brother to Quinn. And then it turns out they were also related to Richie. Richie is the oldest. Richie was the killer from Scream 5, and he is the oldest son of Officer Bailey. That was their whole motivation, was because the killer from the 5th movie was their family, their son and their brothers, and their brother. And so I love that motive. Of course, it gives off Scream 2 vibes, but it's better than in Scream 2 because it's just a better movie. So yeah, so Sam and Tara split up to try and take on the killers. Tara puts a knife through Ethan's mouth, and then Quinn, after getting a brick to the mouth, gets back up, is still spitting out teeth, and starts walking slowly towards Sam, dragging the little knife along the edge, which you actually see in the trailer. You see just a hand dragging the knife. And then Ethan's killed, and Sam looks up at Quinn. Looks like you're down a brother. And then, she says, looks like you're down another brother. And then Quinn runs at her, and boom, right here, gets shot. Quinn gets shot and is killed. So now there's only Officer Bailey. And then Officer Bailey, Sam goes in on him. So Sam calls him acting like Ghostface, doing the whole, what's your favorite scary movie? And like they have like a whole scene between them. And then Sam jumps out in the Ghostface costume, stabs him like 20 times or so, and then gouges his eye out with the knife. And then Sam and Tara pull out. Okay, turns out Chad's still alive. They wheel him out, and Tara's like kissing all over him, like basically just happy that he's still alive. And then Mindy is still alive, and like runs out there, gets in the back of the ambulance with Chad, and then Kirby's still alive. We don't know about Gail or not because she wasn't in the last scene. Now, alright, now, that's the whole movie right there. I love this movie, 10 out of 10. It's actually right up there on the top of my list as the best Scream movie. But, yeah, I would love to see what y'all's thoughts of it were. Leave it down in the comments, but until then, I'm Daniel. Bye-bye.